Warm welcome to Urban TV Live, the station reaching you from Nigeria's federal capital, Abuja. It's weekend and it's people who watch today. Today we'll be discussing on the current security challenges in the country. We will be having so many persons reacting to security challenges we are currently facing in Nigeria. For years now we have been, facing, issues of insecurity, the insurgency, the Boko Haram, ISWAP, and so many more. And now we are having challenges. The one that is mostly, touching the nation now, which is the issue of banditry. And as we all know, the issue of insecurity is really affecting the nation's economy. And now it's becoming a threat on our educational system in Nigeria. If you can remember, the recent abductions of school children from several schools in many parts of the country. It is a threat to everybody in this country. Children cannot, go to school, and feel free anymore because of the fear of, banditry. And the government are really trying their best. We still believe that the government can do more, as much is still expected of them. Before coming to power, they promised us a lot, and the primary obligation of every government is to secure lives and property of her citizens. This is what we expect from this government, as we believe, from the beginning, that they are capable of tackling insecurity. So many persons have reacted to the issues of insecurities in the country, and this morning as well, we will be hearing from so many persons today who will be, giving their insight concerning what is happening in the country and their way forward as well. We do love to find the lasting solutions to insecurity so that we can live peacefully in this country again. Do join me as we will be listening to so many persons who are giving insights on the issue of insecurities in the country. I am Hassan Mohammed Omojo. Please, what do you have to say concerning the current security challenges we've been faced in the country?
Actually, security has been a challenge to Nigeria right from onset. But this time around, it's now so obvious that government is like they are becoming so weak in the system. There are banditry, there's kidnapping. In fact, if you start naming them, it will be countless. Fact that people are not sleeping with their eyes closed. You have to just sleep one side, because you don't know the next move. You see, there's Boko Haram there. There's even the one, in fact, there's a lot of groups that are rising, but the ones that we have had their names now are the ones that we are talking about: kidnappers, headsmen, and Boko Haram, and the rest of them.
It's all right. What do you have to say concerning the issue of non-state actors mediating between the government and bandits? Take for example the issue of Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, the Islamic scholar who is meeting bandits to negotiate, with them.
It's very wrong. It's very wrong, because if you go to mediate with them, it means you are weak. You are not acting as the executive governor of a state. Because being the chief security officer of a state, you don't have anything to do with criminals. You don't have anything to do with people who are not law-abiding. You have to completely disassociate yourself. Use that force, use that authority that have already been given unto you constitutionally to actually curtail their overzealous activities.
What do you think is the way forward?
Actually, the solution totally is a state police. If each government have their own state police, then governor will be held responsible. Anything that's happening within his state, they will hold him responsible. But right now, it is still in the hand of the federal government. Therefore, the full authority is not yet in the governor's hand. Though people may say they will use them for their selfish end, like in politics and other means. But that will be checkmated by the federal authority. That's my own suggestion. They have to be police, state police all over the country. Let it be stationized and financed very well. Because if they finance police very well, then you will now see.
Actually, it's a very, it has been, what I will say is that government has to do something about those insecurity. And it has becoming AY now. It has buzzing. You can see many lives have been lost as a result of that insecurity. So government should take a very drastic step to curb all those activities of the bandits. Maybe they should try to wipe them off. The issue of going out to negotiate with them, I don't think it's a necessary thing. They should take a very drastic step to deal with all those bandits and to wipe them off totally.
It's all right. What do you have to say concerning the issue of non-state actors mediating between the government and bandits? You know, take for example the issue of Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, the Islamic scholar who is meeting bandits to negotiate, you know, with them.
It is not a very good approach. Number one, you can see the first one that they did, that he negotiated with them, they gave them money. You can see that the bandits, they took advantage of it and they started abducting school children. I think the best thing for government to do is not the right thing. I mean, government should be preaching to those people. I mean, should be telling them to be tolerant. I mean to be tolerant and to stop all those activities. So it is not the right thing for him to do, to go and be negotiating with the bandits. The bandits, they are criminals. So they should deal with them. They should deal with them. You can see the way they are holding the country into ransom. After the first negotiation, they gave them money. You can see how they are kidnapping, going everywhere to kidnap people. I believe government should deal with them. If it is time of Obasanjo regime, they cannot do this thing. It will have wiped all of them off. They should deal with them drastically.
Yeah, it's all right. What do you have to say? You know, what advice do you have to give to the government? What could be the solutions to insecurity in the country?
Actually, the solution is that government should create jobs. Do you get what I'm saying? Let government create jobs. Many of them is because they don't have work. They don't have anything that they are doing. That is why you see them going to all those criminal activities. That's number one. And number two, so I think the best thing for government to do is to call all the religious leaders, speak with them, all the MIs, so that the religious leader will continue to be preaching peace, love, unity among the people. And concerning the government should create work. Let there be work. If there's work, if you get something that you are doing, they say, I do mine is devil workshop. If they have something that they are doing, maybe they have work, they will be busy doing something. So you will not see them, you will not see them maybe causing problem or one thing or the other. So government should create work. And second thing, those people, they should deal with them. If it is time of Obasanjo, they cannot do it. It will have wiped them up. They should deal with them drastically. What's the point of negotiating with the bandits? They should deal with them drastically, wipe them up.
In fact, before man and God, the security of the country is undefined, please. Nobody can define it. I myself cannot define it, including even the government itself, they cannot define it. Right from onset, they have been having a controversial issue, no any specific target or outcome that would be the benefit of the Nigerians. But conclusively, the situation of insecurity in Nigeria is undefined.
It's all right. What do you have to say concerning the issue of non-state actors mediating between the government and bandits? You know, take for example the issue of Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, the Islamic scholar who is meeting bandits to negotiate, you know, with them.
The Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, which is the mediator between the government and the bandit, it's not the issue, please. To me, there's a statement by the Things Fall Apart, said that when things fall apart, the head cannot be held. Whenever things fall apart, the center cannot be held when things fall apart. Eventually, further independent, irrespective of the whoever that is the mediator between the country and between Nigeria and the bandit, it depends on the situation, on the stand of the government. The part they play is the major thing, not an individual. Because government is government. Government is pursued whatever else, more than whatever a group or an individual. Government have power in all ramification to do with whatever the insecurity is do in Nigeria. But to my own belief now, it seems that government are not sincere. To be frank to me now, the government are not sincere. Let them play a sincerity measure to tackle, to remove, to eradicate the effect of this insecurity. The statement of Abacha is somewhat close to the reality very well, to my own belief. To be frank, it seems to be, the statement now is very close to the reality. Very, very close to the reality, in the sense that nobody can tell him that if we are in the government now, we don't know what is happening, then that means that's a weak government. Compared to the Kogi state government, we can see that the level of insecurity there is very, very minimized. Very, very minimized, because whenever they have a flash of insecurity at any part of the state, the government here, they tackle it, they make they reinforce their security, because their security is going there. But in other words now, the entire Nigeria now, whenever there's insecurity in part of the country, it seems that there's a politics play over it. Definitely, there must be an insider within the government and within Nigeria people, the top people in Nigeria that are doing politics, that involve one way or the other to enhance a benefit from this issue. Otherwise, it could be tackled. Therefore, the statement of Abacha is somewhat close to the reality very well, to my own belief.
What do you think is the way forward?
Let them put everything in place by letting themselves to the international community, whatever the measure the government can use to enact it. One, they should enforce whoever that embark on this, whoever that fall a victim of embarking insecurity should be left, should be dealt with, should be severely dealt with it. Should be severely dealt with instantly. No police go by it. They will apprehend maybe a bandit now. Within 3 days, will be released. They will negotiate. After negotiation, and nothing else again will erupt. To let whoever that caught that fall a victim of this insecurity should be securely dealt with.
I think I would say that the best thing to curtail this security menace is that when you kill the hen, you start laying eggs. And when you start laying eggs, there are no chicks. Trusting a foundation, trusting the masterminders of this security. And they know them, they know the problem, where it started. Until they get back to the foundation, no solution. Because they can't keep on parading and painting it while things are getting more difficult. We're talking about the Boko Haram, now we are seeing banditry. So there's no way we can say we are dealing with security while those behind it is still walking free on the street.
It's all right. What do you have to say concerning the issue of non-state actors mediating between the government and bandits? You know, like for example, the issue of Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, the Islamic scholar who is meeting bandits to negotiate, you know, with them.
No. That is completely nonsense. There's no way a civilian, somebody is going to go to negotiate on behalf of government without anything, without having something to do with them. That is a lie. Because they can't go to bandits where they are hiding with the cover of face to go and talk with them of a concerned issue of security without knowing something about them. So that's a fallacy. That's complete. There's something behind it. And the man talked boldly because he thinks nobody can do anything. The same person made a statement a few years ago that they are killing their own people during a time, and now has gone to negotiate banditry on behalf of Nigeria. Who sent him? And which mandate is he going for? So that is not, there's a lot of lies in it. He has to be accountable. He has to be arrested for going that way.
Thank you and welcome back. You've all heard from Nigerians, you know, who have expressed, you know, their feelings towards the issue of insecurity in the country. You know, security is not a one-man job, like they say. it involves everybody. You know, the issue of security is a collective responsibility of everybody, not to the government alone, but the citizens also have, you know, their roles to play in the issue of security of the nations as well. So that nice one from Nigerians. We pray that the government do listen to, you know, advice Nigerians are bringing up to curb the issue of insecurity in the country. No, thank you very much for watching It's Urban TV live, and it's the people's watch. Do join me same time next week. I am Hassan Mohammed Omojo. Thanks for watching.